All right. Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone. So, how are you today, everyone?
Fine.
Fine.
All right.
Great. We're fine.
Welcome to the fourth video meeting for the LAX2061 SOLVS review subject. And Excellency, colleagues, and friends, it is pleasure to be with you here today for our group discussion and reflects on domestic violence. Is it I'm correct? Domestic violence?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Right.
So let me begin by introduce myself. My name is Mohammad Ezzat bin Zaidi, and my matrix number J46404, and I will be moderate this session. Now I would like to thank our instructor, Ms. Siti Nurbaiti binti Yahya, for guiding us in these subjects. On behalf of our group, I am grateful for the opportunity that you guys have given me to speak for this week discussion. Now, my group member, will you please introduce yourself and your ID number, your matrix number, starting with the Najwa, Haszeman Aalaa, Syazwan, Aravinth, Jaya, and Helmy. So, start with the Najwa.
Thank you to Mr. Moderator, Mr. Ezzat. Hi, good evening. My name is Nornajwa Zaidi. My matric number is J46413. Okay, I will pass to Mr. Haszeman Aalaa. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Najwa. Good evening, everyone. My name is Haszeman bin Haszime. My matric number J46418. I will pass to Mr. Jaya.
Thank you, Mr. Aalaa. Good day, everyone. My name is Jaya Kumar. My metric number J46419. Next, I pass to Mr. Aravinth.
Hi, my name is Aravinth. My matrix number is J46420. Thank you.
Okay,
Next.
from me, good evening, everyone. My name is Mohammad Syazwan bin Mohamad Yosri, and my matric number is J46401. I'll pass to the moderator.
All right. So, thank you, everyone.
Sorry, Mr. Moderator, Helmy.
All right, Helmy, introduce yourself.
My name is Muhammad Helmy Yunus. My matric number J46397. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. So, all right, last week our group have discussed about bullying. Coming to our group discussion today, I am very sure all of you are well prepared with your topics. And guys, please don't forget to include the songs and relate it to your topic. Now let's move to our main topic, talking about domestic violence. It begin with the group 4, which is Jaya and Syazwan. You can proceed now.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Okay, today our topic is domestic violence. What is domestic violence? Domestic violence is a pattern of one person trying to dominate or control another person. This involves different type of abuse ways. It is a repetitive process of abuse where the perpetrator get hold of the victim in a consistent manner. So domestic violence come in a different form and ways. Given the numerous type of domestic violence, there are also a variety of adverse effects associated with being a victim of domestic violence. These include first, losing a sense of individuality. Second, adverse effect on children such as inability to express empathy. Third, lack of confidence. Fourth, isolation from family and friends. Fifth, feeling of incompetence. Sixth, depends upon the abuser. Seventh, feeling helpless or paralyzed. And last, doubting your ability to take care of yourself. Okay, many authentic study prove that most of the victims are women. Don't be fooled by the name. This form of the abuse can take place in the workplace as well. For you better understanding, here are the main domestic abuse categorized. So domestic violence can be categorized into 4 types. First, physical abuse. Second, sexual abuse. Third, emotional abuse. Fourth, economic abuse. For the physical abuse, I will explain about the physical abuse. Physical abuse, the pushing, kicking, strangling, or any other physical violence. Second, sexual abuse, about forceful sex, sexual assault, sexual threat, and many others. Third, emotional abuse is threat, manipulation, lies, stalking, name calling, and several more. Fourth, economic abuse, denying access to bank accounts and other financial platform. This is the explanation for the domestic violence. And now I want to ask some question to our friends about domestic violence. First question, a man victim of domestic violence. Aravinth, can you explain about this?
Okay, hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. I can hear you.
Okay. Coming back to Jaya's question, a man victim of domestic violence or domestic abuse, yes, just because men higher superior in masculine doesn't mean that we guys are not the prey or victim of domestic abuse. Okay, and let me give you the two type of statistic: the world statistic and also the Malaysian statistic record. 1 in 6 to 7 men actually are victim of domestic abuse in their lifetime. And according to the world statistic, 26% of domestic abuse committed are against men. This is equivalent to 155,000 cases per year. All right. And out of this, only 4.4% is being recorded by the police. The rest are they tend to keep silent. All right. And coming back to Malaysian cases, the statistic shows from last year, it involved about 7,468 cases. And compared to this year, it has been decreased of 42%. And the trend setting here is noticed during the COVID season where everyone have to be in the house. That is where we have actually received much more complaint about domestic violence or domestic abuse against men. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Aravinth. This is excellent points from you. Second question, do abusers show any potential warning sign? Mr. Moderator, you can explain about this.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jaya. So for me, actually, there is no way to spot an abuser in a crowd, but most abusers share some common characteristics. Some of the subtle warning signs include most of them moving quickly into a relationship, and also can be very charming, seems too good to be true, and then their words and action don't match, and other things. Most of them critics partner appearance, do not take responsibility for their actions, and more blaming other for everything that goes wrong. And for me, last but not least, they more extremely jealous. That's all for me the sign or spot to as for me character of the abuser.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I agree with your points. Okay, third question. What are the signs of the sexual abuse? Aalaa, you can answer this question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jaya. The sign of sexual abuse. First, you are forced into the sexual acts or sexual. Next, you are harmed during intimacy or sexual assaulted. Lastly, birth control is either with help or forced on your without your consent. That's all from me. Thank you, Mr. Jaya.
Thank you, Mr. Aalaa. Okay, next question. What are the signs of physical abuse? Mr. Helmy, can you answer this question?
Okay, thank you to Mr. Jaya. Sign of physical abuse. First, you experience physical unwanted road play occur. Third, partner aggression is direct acting you care about, like belonging children or pet. Fourth, you're punished with deliberate reckless driving. Fifth, your force or pressure into taking substance non-consciously. Six, your partner without food, water, or prevent sleep. Lastly, your partner hold your down or keep your impression. Okay, everything I mentioned early effect. So prevent it from now. Okay, thank you. I will pass to
Thank
Mr.
you.
Jaya.
Thank you, Mr. Helmy. I agree with your opinion. Last question I want to ask is Najwa, what are the signs of emotional abuse? Najwa, can you explain the signs of emotional abuse?
Thank you, Mr. Jaya. Okay, now I will talk about the sign of emotional abuse. Okay, first, the sign of emotional abuse can see with your partner devalues or dismiss your belief. Okay, second, your partner withhold praise or appreciation. Next, your partner is excessively jealous. Okay, then you are accused of constant infidelity. Additionally, your partner harms themselves or threaten to harm themselves to get you to cooperate. And lastly, your partner makes you feel as though you deserve to be punished. Okay, thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you, Mrs. Najwa. That's all the question and answer section. Now we move to the song review. My partner Syazwan will
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jaya. First of all, I want to say sorry because I can show you the music video because the song had no video at all, just only a lyric video and only live singing. But the lyrics is directly show that about the meaning of the song. So from the domestic violence issue, I and Jaya had choose one song called "I'm Okay" by Christina Aguilera. So this song obviously show a story of Christina Aguilera herself about her childhood life. So she watched her father horribly abusive to her mother. Back to the lines of the lyrics, in her early years, she had to learn how to grow up in a war that she called home. So from these lines, we know there must be something happen between her family. And the rest of the lyrics tell us about how she and her mother suffer from that situation. She can stand off what her father did to her mother, and she cried, hoping this will be over soon. So from this song, we can also learn that all scars and bruises will vanish, but the pain and memory will keep haunting someone who being abused. So from this issue, there are many cases that we should look up to create awareness. Such as in Malaysia, we have a tragedy that occurred in a place named Rumah Bonda. A syndrome Down child called Bella was abused by her caretaker, known as Siti Bainon. Although this case still ongoing in court, hopefully Bella get her justice. Then although this, other than that, we can also learn from the case that get most attention through the years about Johnny Depp. The Jack Sparrow in Pirate Caribbean, and Amber Heard, who play a role in Mr. Aravinth point. Men are not excused to be abused by people. So in the nutshell, we must strictly look up to this issue. We should find for help if someone were involved in the situation. Simply go to your neighborhood or you can reach the authority. In Malaysia, we have social welfare Nur. The number is 15999 to get assisted. Last from me, someone can be abusive, but not everyone deserves to be abused. And no one is above the law. Okay. That's all from me. Thank you. I
All right, thank you, Mr. Syazwan. So, as the conclusion, I can say that domestic violence is one of the most horrendous kind of abuse suffered women in our society today. The statistic show that 85% of the domestic violence victims are female. Only 15% of victims are men. And also, domestic violence can happen to anyone. It does not matter the race, creed, religion, or standing in a society of the victim. If the issue of domestic violence is not dealt with in a manner which is sufficient, then this type of abuse will continue among all the classes of society with no ending. In order for us as a society to eradicate this horrendous type of abuse, we need to stand together and make tougher laws which will protect the victim of the abuse. So together we can stop domestic violence. So I also believe that we can and we must seize this moment together. So all right, everyone. That's all for our pod video songs discussion.
Just
All right.
Just I want to add one more point from Syazwan. He mentioned the telephone number 15999. So there is also a WhatsApp number actually where we can WhatsApp this hotline, which is 019-261-59999.
yeah, sure. Thank you, Mr. Aravinth.
019-261-599.
Okay, bye.
All right, that's all.
I get it.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Is that a good, very good information? Thank you to Mr. Aravinth. So anyone have any idea to add? So I believe our discussion is ending by just by here. So thank you everyone. So meet to the next video discussion. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You.
Thank you.